Today we're going to do a healing for sleep. I want you to listen to my voice. I want you to pull yourself away from outside distractions. That doesn't mean that the outside distractions have to stop. You may need to distance yourself from the sound of a car. Distance yourself from the sound of a dog or an air conditioner. It's important that we do this because life is full of distractions. And if we want our life to exist when we have the environment for peace, there is no environment for peace. There is only the ambience we create for ourselves. That's all. If we're going to allow our sense of self to be defined by politics, our friendships, whether we're judged or not, then we're never going to feel peaceful. Feeling peace comes from within only. So sit down or lie down comfortably and we will begin. Lengthen the spine. Create space between the vertebrae. Soften the forehead. Soften your forehead. Think about what it means to have a soft forehead. Like a river. No residual stress. No restrictions, no constrictions. Your forehead is soft, completely soft. And breathe through the nose. Breathe through the nose. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Breathe through the nose. Enjoy the experience of the flow of breath. The flow of breath. And today we're going to do a small healing. And this is a strategy you can use by yourself. I want you to think about an action which is repetitive. So continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Allow the sound of my voice to relax you. Allow the variation in the tonality of my voice to relax you. So when my voice goes deeper and then to a whisper, listen to the tonality of my voice, the way I pronounce T or S or A or L. Allow yourself to be relaxed by my pronunciation, by my tonality, by the sound of my voice. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing slowly. without constriction. So your throat is soft, your jaw is soft, your eyes are soft, your cheeks are soft, your temples are soft, soft. Everything is soft. Your face is soft. Your heart is soft. Think about the word soft. Soft. Everything is soft. Soft. Breathe slowly. I want you to imagine an action which is repetitive. It could be you washing dishes. It could be you folding towels. It could be the waves in the ocean. It could be you brushing your teeth. It could be you brushing your hair. A repetitive action. The same movement again and again and again and again. Now this movement is going to become symbolic to you. When you think of this movement in future, you are going to feel a sense of healing, a sense of peace, and a sense of letting go. So choose the action. You're brushing your teeth, your hair, or the waves in the ocean. I like to think of the waves in the ocean. Now I want you to think about a blockage in your life. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and think about a blockage. The blockage could be your self-esteem. It could be your anxiety that a partner may leave you. It could be your fear of your workplace performance. So breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and consider one of those blockages. It's a blockage because it controls you. It blocks the flow of chi in the body. It blocks the flow of chi in the body. And it stops you being empowered because your power has gone to the blockage. If you're worried about your partner leaving you, your power goes to the issue. The worry, all the energy goes to the issue. Perhaps you're worried about meeting new people. Perhaps you're worried about being alone. So the fear is very powerful. Fear goes to the issue. There's nothing wrong with fear. It's about embracing the fear. I feel fear. I feel fear. I'm afraid that I won't get the job. I'm afraid I won't pass the exam. I'm afraid my partner will leave. I'm afraid I won't meet another partner. I'm afraid that I'm not financially secure. I'm afraid. I wear it. I embrace it. I live with it. I'm aware it's painful. I'm aware it's challenging. I wear it here. Rather than give your power out. Oh no, what if? What will I do? Own it. Consider the blockage. Think about the blockage. So it blocks the chi. The chi is the flow of energy that keeps us authentically with a sense of self. Now I'm going to use brushing my hair. I want you to think of a repetitive action. Folding towels is a good one because you can think about the different senses, the textures, the texture of the towels, the action of folding and refolding, the way you fold so the seams all align. So I want you to listen to my voice and think about the repetitive action again and again and again. And as you consider the repetitive action, it's a smooth action. It repeats again and again and again. And as the action repeats, as you would have a pebble in the ocean, the repetitive action wears your blockage away. It wears it down. So each time you consider, the mind's so powerful, or you actually do the action, you wear the blockage away. And you can consider the blockage. I don't have a partner. I am alone. I would prefer not to be alone, but I'm okay. Sometimes I feel lonely. I embrace what I feel as part of myself. I am scared of failing an exam. I will do everything I can to reasonably pass that exam. I will work diligently, I will plan, but I still have fear of failing the exam. I own that fear, and I understand that the fear comes from my motivation to want to pass. Now, as you repeat the action, you feel the blockage break up, become smooth, and alleviate. You may be imagining folding towels. You may be imagining the waves in the ocean. It's a smooth, repetitive movement. A smooth, repetitive movement. Again and again. And as you imagine or complete the movement, you feel well. You feel tranquil, and you can feel the blockage alleviate. It's not about disappearing, it's about it alleviating. And as you repeat the movement or imagine the movement, you feel relaxed. You feel so relaxed. As you repeat or imagine the movement, you feel relaxed. And you feel a sense of healing. You feel a sense of healing in the repetition of the movement, again and again and again. You begin to associate the repetition of the movement with healing, so that in future, when you brush your teeth or watch the ocean, brush your hair, you feel healed. If you feel a sense in future of anxiety, feeling blocked, energies blocked, uncertain or distracted, you can go back to the movement. And as you complete or visualize the movement, you visualize the smell of the movement, the sight of the movement, the texture of the movement. And I want you to make the central feelings of that movement bigger. and bigger and bigger, until you don't need to do the movement. You can taste the movement. You can taste the movement. You can taste the movement. You can see the movement. You can hear the movement. You can feel the movement. Again and again and again and again and again. The flow of the movement again and again and again. The repetition of the movement again and again and again. The smooth, rhythmic repetition of the movement. And every time you see that movement, every single time you see that movement, you feel healed. And every single time you see that movement, every single time you see that movement, every single time you see that movement, you feel a greater sense of your own self. Every single time you see that movement, you feel a greater sense of your own authentic self. I want you to relate your fear or your blockage to that movement. I want that movement to be symbolic of your healing. So every time you repeat that movement or think about that movement, you just feel good. You just feel good. And every time you think of that movement, you feel comfortable and you feel comforted. And you gain a sense of control over yourself. So you control how you feel through thinking about folding towels or watching the ocean, washing dishes, brushing your hair. You decide. You decide to control your sense of self, and you decide to train your own mind to heal itself. It's not easy. But through associating the repetition with the alleviation of the blockage. So you train yourself that when you brush your hair, you feel better. You feel calmer. You concentrate on the repetition. Think about the repetition. Imagine, visualize the repetition. Enjoy the repetition and allow your brain to relax through the action of the repetition. And let me know how you go. Repetition is so healing if you allow it to be. And we can associate symbols with feelings. Associate your repetition with healing. It's not easy to heal, but you can do it. I believe in you. I totally believe in you. I totally believe in you. Breathe now. Breathe now.